Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hopefully you all will be fine. We are doing unit number 9, Force and Machines. In our previous lesson, we have discussed introduction of machines and types of machines. Today, our lesson topic is simple machine on page number 86. Let's start reading. Simple machine has few or no moving parts and is used to apply force to do work. What is simple machine? Simple machine is any device with few or no moving parts that are used to modify motion and force in order to perform work. Simple machine has few or no moving parts and they make our work easier. They are used to apply force to do work. Next, the 6 types of simple machine. First one is lever. A lever helps to raise or lower a heavy load. It consists of a rigid bar or rod that rests and moves on a spot called a fulcrum or pivot. The force which is applied to do the work is called the effort. The object that is moved or lifted is called the load. Some examples of simple levers are a bottle opener and a door hinge. Let's start explanation. There are 6 types of simple machine: lever, inclined plane, screw, wheel and axle, pulley and wedge. First one is lever. A lever is a simple machine that is used to raise or lower a heavy load. Or a lever is a rigid body that is capable of rotating on a point on itself. A lever consists of rigid rod that pivot at a fixed point called fulcrum. This is a rigid rod or a bar that rests and moves on a fixed point that is called fulcrum. A lever has 3 parts. First one, fulcrum. Second, effort. And third, load. What is fulcrum? Fulcrum is the point on which a rigid bar rests and moves. This is fulcrum and this is a rigid bar and this rests and moves on this point. What is effort? The force which is applied to do the work is called the effort, and the object that is moved or lifted is called the load. This is load. A seesaw is a simple example of a lever, and some other examples of a simple lever are bottle opener and a door hinge. Next, second type of simple machine is inclined plane. An inclined plane has a slanting surface. It is higher at one end and lower at the other end. It helps to make it easier to roll objects from lower to higher or higher to lower surfaces. Some examples are a ramp or a sloping road. An inclined plane has a sloping surface that reduces the force needed to raise a load. Let's start explanation. Inclined plane is one of the 6 types of a simple machine with no moving parts. It is exact what it sounds like. It is a plane, means it has a flat surface that is inclined or slanting. Inclined plane has a sloping surface. It is higher at one end and lower at the other end. It makes it easier for us to move object from higher to lower and from lower to higher surfaces. Then if we lift the object directly upwards. An inclined plane has a sloping surface and it reduces the force needed to raise a load. And some examples of inclined plane are a ramp, a sloping road, stairs, slides, and wheelchair ramps. Thank you so much. Now, we will also revise our previous concept of unit number 7, the study of matter. In our previous lesson, we have revised question number 4, and today we will revise question number 1 and question number 2 of part 5. Let's start our today's lesson. Question number 5. Answer these questions. First one, in which states can water exist? And the answer is, water can be a solid, ice, a liquid, water, or a gas, steam, and water vapor. As we know, water exists in 3 forms: solid, liquid, and gas. When water is in ice form, it is solid. When it is in water form, it is liquid. And when water changes into water vapors and it is in steam form, it is gas. So, water exists in 3 forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Now next question, question number 2 is, does water contain oxygen? How do we know? Question statement is, does water contain oxygen? And how do we know that there is oxygen gas in water? And the answer is, yes, we know that water contains oxygen because plants and animals live in it, and all living things need oxygen to respire. Yes, water has oxygen gas in it because all the living creatures that are in water breathe in oxygen gas from water to respire. All the plants and animals that live in water, they need oxygen gas to respire. Therefore, water contains oxygen. Thank you so much.